One of the benefits of owning a digital mixer is the ability to save scenes. One of the benefits of owning a PreSonus StudioLive Series III is the ability to do so much more than that. Hey, it's Richard with PreSonus, and I want to show you part of a video series created by our friends at MxU. Jeff Sandstrom breaks down just how easy and powerful it is to save scenes and projects on a Series 3.
In the master control section, if we press the scenes button, that's what brings up the menu. So you'll see there's two columns. One is projects, the other is scenes. So think of a project as the master show file. So let's say you want to have a show file that's designed to be your main session for your Sunday morning worship service. But then you want another session that might be for a small gathering with talking heads and video playback where you don't need a full band and your whole patch to show up on your desk. You want just a smaller setup. So that'd be a way to do that, would be to create a different project. But within your default session, your project, you have the opportunity to have 20 different scenes. And so each project can contain 20 different scenes or snapshots. And so what we're going to do is just talk about general parameters that can be stored as part of those snapshots. So within this project, I'm going to create a new scene. So I'll go to an empty location, and when I press store, it brings up the ability to name the scene. So for our demo purposes, I'll just call this demo. And so when I hit enter, it saves the scene as part of my session. Now, how do we assign different parameters to that scene? So under filters, you'll see our scene filters, which are all the parameters that we're able to change or scope as part of the scene. So when I brought this up, these were all grayed out. So if I wanted to scope every parameter that's possible as part of this scene, then I would just basically select all of these options, which are things like channel info, mutes, subgroup assignments, channel strip, channel delay, mix assignments. All the parameters that are available are here on this menu. So as a starting point, you might scope everything. And then let's say you don't want anything to change but faders and mutes for scenes moving forward. So then you would only recall mutes and recall main mix level, and that would just impact your faders and mutes, but nothing else. So I hope that makes sense. The scenes menu is very powerful. There's another thing too, scene safe. You can basically recall safe any of the channels. So let's say you want these moves that we're making to only impact the vocal channels, which for us are 28 through 32. Well, we can basically scene safe every other channel besides those, and whatever changes we make are not going to be impacted by those changes because those other channels are scene saved. So everything from 28 to 32 is what's being changed because everything else is saved. So it's basically just locking out any of the scene changes that we're making from the channels that we don't want to impact. But for the most part, it's a pretty simple thing to understand. Once you get in front of the console and start playing with it, I know that you'll really find it a very useful tool.
As you can see, with this much power to save and recall, it's no wonder the Series 3 is the most comprehensive mixing system in its class. Thanks to the MxU team for the video series, and thanks to you for watching. See you next time.